Hello, hello, hello. It's about that time. um, Thank you for being here with me today or this morning. I know we could be doing something a lot better, a little bit better, more productive. Uh, but welcome to the CPT 101 online orientation course or video stream. The reason why we have everybody do this or actually attend one of these orientations is because the CPT 101 course is completely different from some of the other online courses. It's more along as a self-paced course type deal. Um, all the all the attendance are all of the assignments are open, and they are on the first day of class. And all you have to do is just do the assignments by the due date. Okay, and now I'll show you. And as we go through today, well, I actually show you. Let me close that down. Okay, cool. I will actually show you. We'll go over the information. We'll talk about the syllabus. Also go through syllabus. Uh, do go with the schedule as we'll show you little things through D12 so you can find your assignments. And the main thing that we'll do is get you guys ready so you can actually do your STEM assignments. And that's the main thing. About 95%, 95, 98% of all your assignments are done in SAM. So we're going to make sure everybody gets into SAM so they'll be able to start doing their work. Because this is 8 weeks, it's very fast paced, and we highly recommend students work ahead because something will happen, and like it always does, and you want to make sure you actually have that a time to actually, just in case something does happen, you will say, well, I don't have to worry about that class because I did my assignment already. Because we in this class we do not take late assignments. If the due date has passed, it has passed. No if ands, buts about it. All right. So, like I said, that's just you just missed the assignment. But also in this course, a lot of your assignments are actually also part of your attendance credit. And I'll talk about a little about that in a minute too. So you want to make sure you do all your assignments so you can also be counted as present. Okay. All right. So, actually, before I actually go any further, because this is a attendance activity, and you will get credit for attendance for the first week for actually coming to or viewing one of these live streams. In the chat box, put your name in the chat box, because what I'm gonna do is I'm going to give a list of the students who are attended to Miss Krosky, and for those of you who are actually in her class, I'm gonna give her a sheet with your names on it. So when it comes to do their attendance, that you'll be kind of present. All right. So go ahead. If you guys go ahead and just type in your name, and also if you have any questions during if you have any questions while we're going through this, feel free to put them in the chat box. And now, because I have the chat box open on my side, and so I can actually answer them as I'm going through them. All right. Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. Yeah. Like I said, feel free to like I said, type in your name anytime during uh, doing the broadcast, so you can definitely get your attendance credit. All right. So my agenda. There you go. Yeah. So I'll talk about so intercourse or so staff introductions, myself and also Miss Krosky. We'll talk about the course introduction. Talk about the syllabus, the calendar, D12 stuff that we'll have in here, and also the main things that we'll go over the SAM stuff, and that's probably the biggest thing. Yeah. So my name is Tiffany McGaney. I am have a I am, I guess, the SAM administrator. Yes, it's up there. I'm also the CPT 101 coordinator, so I'm the one who actually puts all this stuff together. So it's so it's a little bit crazy. I also have Mr. Croteau. He's also our department chair, and for this mini master, we only have two instructors. Myself is one, as well as Miss Krosky. So if you're in D60, I am your instructor. If you're in section D61, then you have Miss Krosky. Okay, because we are different instructors, some of our courses may be set up a little differently, but they definitely should be able to You should be able to follow along with either one of them. It should be no problem. All right. Yeah. Yes. All right. Yeah. So first thing you have to do is you have to do your attendance quiz. Now let me actually get out of here really fast. Yeah, get out of here. All right. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go in as a student. All right. And this is the first things you have to do. Okay. Yeah. We had a little trouble on Thursday's broadcast. Uh, but you had the first thing you'll have to do is you have to do an attendance quiz. All right. This attendance quiz is contains all the information that you'll need. A lot of different actually, I'm gonna give you a lot of information on the answers to this quiz here in this broadcast, as well as you can find all the answers in the syllabus and also in the course information section under content. All right. So, like, so you had three chances to get to actually get your 70. Once you get your 70 or higher, you're able to access the entire course. Now, what I mean by access the entire course is that for my class, I haven't taken my attendance quiz yet. I haven't taken it or passed it yet. So if I go to the content section, yeah, this is all I see. See, I don't see any links to SAM. Don't see any of the other information. All right. This when you see this on the side here under the content section, when you don't see just see these three things up here, that means that you do not or you have not taken the attendance quiz. Some students they take the quiz and they don't make the 70. So and you still you like I said get three attempts. In the if you don't make the you have in one of those you have to make that 70. All right, and you were able to see the rest of the course. So I have also Miss Krosky's course. Yeah, because I was smart and I took hers already. Right, yeah. So under my content section, because I took and passed her activity quiz already. I now have all of this information that's inside the class. All right. So I may go side by side for a minute. Yeah. Right. Yeah. There you go. It's kind of weird. Okay. You see. Yeah. So this. So if you don't see, well, actually not really. Okay. That's not as bad thought it was. But all right. So like I said, this over here, if you go into your content section of your course, and this is all you see, that means that you have not taken the attendance quiz. All right, or you're taking the attendance quiz and you have not got that, and you haven't gotten that 70 or higher on it. All right, once you take it, you'll get to see you'll get to see the entire course. All right, and as well as you get to see that you get to see a SAM link, and like I said in SAM, this is where you're going to get to view your assignments and to do your assignments. Let's see. I guess we can start off with the syllabus. Sure, why not? All right. Yeah. So what I'll do with the syllabus, I'm gonna actually go over the part C of the syllabus, because part C is basically a summary of the part A section, which is basically the general course or college policies type things. Part B talks about the general course overall, and I think they definitely go through part B, because I think it's like 2 or 3 questions I believe that's actually in the quiz that actually refer to part B or syllabus. So make sure you you look at that one. But also actually go by do part C. It says basically general overall or general overview based off the course and the other 2 parts of the syllabus. And of course it comes over here on this side. Yeah, so I have 2 screens. So you may see me, my head may be looking back and forth. Yeah, so. Alright, so. Okay, there you go. Yeah, so. There is, so, for your test. So basically, you do have a required text for this course, alright? It's either, there is a ebook version, or there also is a physical version that they have at the bookstore for $20. All right. Now, what you Now, we highly recommend that you get the physical book because you will. It's a lot of assignments that you'll do in this course that have you know that have a lot of instructions, and you'll have to actually flip back and forth or switch back and forth between the pages. And it seems to be better to do that instead of actually going through and actually trying to scroll up and down to find the answers. All right. Okay, yeah. I'm just looking at my camera and seeing this. I'm kind of over to the side, so I might adjust a little bit. I don't know. All right, it may work. All right, all right. Yeah. So, okay, so I'm about to say the wrong one. All right. So basically, I'll say a lot of your science will be done in the SAM system. All right, and you can you can use Microsoft Edge, you can use Chrome, you can also use Firefox. However, we do not use Internet Explorer. Some reason, they don't like each other, so do not use Internet Explorer when you're actually doing your SAM assignments. Um, yeah, you have your also a long time ago. We used to use SAM has a separate website that we don't use. If you try to go to Google and type in SAM, it will give you another website. We do not use that website. When you it's going to ask you for if you try to create an account there, it's going to ask you for an 8-digit code. We don't use that. The only way for you to access your SAM assignments or your assignments is to go through the link your SAM link in D12. Okay, because every semester we have students ask us like, "What's the 8-digit code?" I'm like, "We don't have one. You're using the wrong website. You have to go through D12 to view your SAM assignments." And actually, here it actually talks about your assignments and then how to making assignments. Yeah, like I said, like I said at the beginning, all of your assignments are already open. All right. Only thing you have to do is just do your assignments by the due date. That's it. All right. And I actually, since I talks about the due dates, I'll show you your actual schedule. Um, I have to go back up. Yeah, schedule. Like I said, there's a lot of work that you have to do in 8 weeks. And I'm like I said, I don't know who set this up, so y'all. It's a lot of work. All right, yeah. So here it is. This is the schedule, all 6 pages of it. Like I said, it has. Let's go put it over there. Oh yeah, it came over here. Okay. All right, yeah. So this is your schedule. All right. So we have on here, come on, all the assignments, all the things we have to do. The first week, because it is a short week, a lot of the things you have to do are not graded. They just want you to make sure that you're ready for the course. All right. I always do that. Then the second week, that's when you start getting into the actual coursework. Um, you you got to make sure remember you complete your activity quiz by the 9th. And that's actually after drop ad period. Also, after the drop ad period, if you do not have Office 365, you can't because you are a student at the college. You are able to get a free version of Office 365. All right, and now I'll show you guys, and how to get that actually in a few minutes. But you can only send the email for. We have to send the college an email saying, "Hey, I want my Office 365." And they'll send you and they'll put you up in the list. They'll send you an email with all of your information about how to get your Office 365. All right. So, like I said, highly recommend doing it. Like I said, because they also even help with the Mac versions. So if you have a Mac, you also can do it in Mac as well. All right. I think the only program they don't have, I think, is the I think it's Access. I think the Microsoft Access. I believe it's the only program that the Mac version doesn't have, but they have everything else. All right. So like I said, this is the whole entire thingy. When we even for the testing, oh yeah, for the test. All right, your tests are only. Yes, I know this is an online course, but you have to go to the attendant. You have to go to the testing center to take your test. I know. you have, and for your test, you can only take them over the weekend. So I have it actually on here on the schedule, telling you when your test will be available. Okay, and like I said, it's from Wednesday to Saturday. Okay, from during that time, anytime you want, you can go make an appointment with the testing center, and then you can just go in there and just take your test. All right, it can be any testing center. Um, we have the one here on the Sumter campus. We have one at Kershaw, one at F.E. DuBose, one at Lee County. Pretty much any one of those testing centers, you can do your test. Um, yes, yeah, I know it gets kind of irritating. Yeah, I know. But as I go, yeah, yeah. So it even tells you up here. It says go through the content section. For to get your SAM. If you go anyplace else, and for some reason we're able to actually do some work, we're not going to count it. You shouldn't. However, if you go to the other link, you shouldn't be able to go in there and do anything unless you've actually haven't had a SAM username for that course before, right? All right. So here, so your instructor, we make sure you keep in contact, or make sure you keep checking your My CTC email account, because that is where we'll send all your information to. So even though we're using D2L, if you type in, or you go to D2L email, whenever you type in an email, it goes straight to your My CTC account. So whenever we want to contact you or communicate with you, it would be over My CTC email, or the Gmail account. Yeah. Also highly recommend this one too. And I think Miss Bird, I think she even put a note on here. There are some cases where My CTC will go down, and so you're not able to actually get through D2L. There is a back door they can actually use to actually get directly to D2L. All right. And here, well, yeah. So what do you click? Let me click on it. Okay. Yeah. Click on the back door. Yeah. And I don't think it's gonna let me. Yeah, I have to log out. But yeah, it actually takes you to the actual the. This let me do it. I'm gonna log myself out. I have to log myself back in a minute. Yeah, so it'll take you to this webpage here. All right. So this is the quote unquote back door for D2L. So just in case My CTC does go down, you'll be able to come here to the back door, and be able to gain access to your material and to your assignments without having to worry about going through you know My CTC. Yeah, so your username is your My CTC username. However, we do not give you a direct password at the beginning. So what you'll have to do to get your password for the My CTC, or the D2L backdoor, is that you're gonna have to click on forgot your password, or forgot password, and then it's gonna tell you to type in the username, submit it, and it's gonna send you an email to your My CTC email, and then it's gonna tell you can go here and actually make your. You can also go ahead and make your password. All right, highly recommend doing this. Because even now, what I do, I won't even go through My CTC anymore. I just go straight to the back door because I just find it quicker. I just go straight to and the website to get to the back door is actually right here on the syllabus. So it's right here, yeah. So it's cctech.desiretololearn.com. All right. Yeah. Online attendance, yes. So because there is no way, quote unquote, of counting you guys present since you're online, we have to do it through assignments. All right. So we have in here, we have certain assignments that you have to do in order for you to gain attendance credit for the week. All right. Now, because this is an 8-week course, we go along with the 2-day a week course, 2-day a week, 2 class periods a week, meaning that you can only miss 2 attendance assignments a whole semester. All right. I have a list. Are they down here? Yeah. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. So this is the list of all the attendance assignments, and I also have this list also in our D2L course information section as well. And so, but throughout this here, it has your entire week, each what attendance requirement assignments are due. All right. So you guys right now are completing the first one. Yeah, for those of you who may have come in a little late, um, because this is for your attendance, please type your name in the chat box over there, so I can give your I can we can count you present for the first week. Okay. And also, some of you probably have already completed the second one. Is basically do the attendance quiz. All right. You notice on here some of the assignments are graded, some of them are not. Okay. So, for example, you have a practice. So you have the Windows Module 2 practice project. All right. That's not graded, but you still need to complete it in order for you to get your attendance credit. Yeah, having down here at the bottom too. Uh, yeah, like I said, even though like they're not, it's called a practice project or either textbook project, and I'll go through a little bit more of that when we actually get toward the SAM, so you can see what I'm talking about. And like I said, if when any of the assignments that say practice or textbook, in order for you to get your full credit for that attendance, you have to make a 70 or higher. Yeah, we had students in the past who've uploaded an empty file and so they can get their credit. But no, yeah, we can't do it anymore. So you have to make a 70 or higher on these projects to actually get your attendance credit, and you can do these up to 5 times. Yes, you can actually, because I'll talk about them in a little bit. But like I said, you can do them up to 5 times, so you definitely can be able to make it, upload it, do your work, make the changes, upload it again, and so forth. You can get your 70%. Right. Yeah. Any questions? Yeah. Like I said, I have two monitors. So I'm like looking back and forth. So I'm like, what is she doing? Uh, like I said, are there any questions? Like I said, if you have any questions, please feel free to click to type them in the chat box. All right. Like I said, as we're I'm going through, I can answer your questions. Oh yes. All right. Yeah. How we do this? All right. So if the attendance policy here at the college is that you can't miss no more than 20% of the time that the class meets. Like what? So basically, so we got this little box, this little I'll say box or chart here that says we meet 8 times. It's 8 week course, and we meet 2 times a week. All right. So you get it's two. We get two absences. All right. That is so wrong. What is that? All right. However, we also have a you can withdraw with the if you miss before the drop head date, not drop head date, the uh, the withdrawal date. While the withdrawal date, you can you will be dropped with the WA if you pretty much don't submit 2 of your attendance assignments. All right, you will be dropped with a WA. However, if you want to, you can withdraw from the course before that withdrawal date, and I think it's like April 20th. I think it's the withdrawal date this semester. So you can withdraw on your own with the through before the 20th with no penalty. All right. However, if you miss one activity before April 20th, then you happen to miss the other one before or after April 20th, then you'll get the grade, that you'll be awarded. And more than likely, it's not going to be your A, B, or C or whatever, because it also includes the assignments that you miss, the rest of the assignments that you'll miss. All right. However, if you do not do anything after withdrawal period, then you get a WF. Okay. Yeah, and that is wrong. Yes, it is your your activity quiz. What is it, January? Let me see. I have it right here. Okay. Yeah. Go to my course. Yeah, so your attendance quiz is due by March the 9th. All right. So you guys have a few days. I think we also extended. I think until we have to until the 12th before it completely shuts down. All right. But like I said, definitely do it before the 12th, because as you can see from the schedule, we have stuff to do. There are a lot of assignments that need to be done. So please get them in, get it completed, and get into the course your before the 9th. Yeah, I needed to change that. I don't know where that came from. There it is. The nitty gritty. This is exactly what we want to do. All right. So, how your final grade is calculated. All right. There are four tests in this course. Because we cover all of the almost the entire Microsoft Office suite, or all the programs. We have a test on each of the programs. So we cover Word, Excel, PowerPoint, um, PowerPoint Access all together, and we also do a Windows test by itself. So all of those will be one test. Would be one test. All right. You'll have 11 trainings projects or assignments that you have to do. One of these assignments is actually done in D12. However, the other 10 they're actually done in SAM. Okay. You have five graded projects. All right. You, one, five of them, or actually four. Four of them are done in my CTC, not CTC, in SAM. Wow, in SAM, and the other one is actually done in D12. All right, and we do have on the schedule which is which. So, for example, your project practice and graded training projects. Yeah. So right here it says upload practice project, upload to D12 assignments. Okay. And you also have your graded project is done that way too. All right. Um, but basically most of your other assignments are actually done in SAM. And we also have our final exam. All right. Your final exam is 20% of final grade. We cover everything that we've done throughout the whole entire semester on that test, on that exam. So I think it's like 100 questions, something like that, 2 hours long, something like that. So hopefully, you should be able to do really well after you go through all this material. um, yes, you're talking about yes, you have to go to the testing center. Yeah, I know. Oh, thank you. Yeah, please continue to do so as you're coming in. Go ahead and type in your name into the chat box, because I definitely want everyone to get their attendance. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So if you need to miss a test for some reason, like I said, we give you guys plenty of time in advance to go and take them, or to actually know when they are when you take them. However, if you have any type of information, or you have something happen, you need to let your instructor know. Like I said, myself or Ms. Krosky, who are the instructors, let us know. But you have to have, in order for you to actually, you have to have some type of acceptable documentation. All right, and it has to be one of these right here. All right, we don't take anything else. All right. So if you make sure, like if you have the documentation and say, hey, I need to take my test. Here's my documentation. It looks good. Okay, sure, we can take it. All right, yeah, midterm grades. All right. So at the about the week 4, we actually do what we call midterm grades. They don't really mean anything. They just show you what your progress at the particular time, what your other course is. So, for example, if the course were to end that day, that would be your grade for the course. All right, and it's just to give students a way to can actually eye to see if they want to stay in the course, if they want to keep going in the course, or so forth. How we all of the midterm, we should all have all of these on the midterm grade, part of midterm grade. Um, I don't think we'll get. I have to check and see. Let me go back to the schedule. Midterm grade is available. All right. So you may have, nope, no, you won't. So you'll have two tests on there. You have your word test. You have your word test on there, and your Microsoft Word and your Windows test will be on there. So you'll actually have one more test on here because the Windows is the Windows 10. All right, and but I won't put any of the Excel stuff on there because we'll be. Yeah, because you should be finished with those. Excel and midterms on the night. Yeah, so some of the Excel stuff may not even be on as part of your midterm grade. But definitely the Windows part and the Microsoft Word part will be as part of your midterm grade. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Also, yes. Cheating. Yeah. So I mentioned projects earlier. Well, your project is I actually go through projects actually a couple of minutes. But yes, basically, Sam grades your file. So Sam gives you the assignment, gives you a file that's made especially for you, has your name on it and all the stuff, and even has some cheat codes or whatever in the back, or anti cheat codes I should say, in the back. All right, and if you try to submit someone else's work as your own, or you try to copy and paste from somebody else's file to yours, it will catch and it will give us a cheating detection flag and say, hey, wait a minute, I think this person may be cheating. You may want to check this out. And it's kind of really accurate actually. It's so basically they'll give us a flag, and it tells us basically if you download from another student. Oh, thank you, Abigail. If you copy and paste from another student, or you're actually using a file that's not actual embedded file, or actual non-SAM file. To give you an idea of how accurate this thing is, we've had a couple of instances in the past. We had one young lady, I think it was in your, yeah. She, those websites, like what's it? I think it's Course Hero, and what's the other one? Like I think it's like Chaz or whatever thing's called. Well, some students do upload their work on these websites. Well, young lady, she saw that particular project that she was looking for that she needed was on that website, so she downloaded it and she changed her name on it, uploads the sound. And but Sam like, wait a minute, that's not right. No, 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 no. I'm like, no, that's not her file. So, so we get the incident report, and it says like, yeah, this is the student who did it. This is what file it is, and this is where they got it from. And the person, they even gave us the name of the person who it came from, and it came from someone from like Colorado or something. And so like, yeah, students asked, so we were able to actually, hey, this student, they able to steal this person work from offline. This is what happens. So yeah, it's very very accurate. So yeah, please don't do it. And that means, because if something like that happens, that means that we have to fill out paperwork, and just don't do it. Like Sam will catch you. All right. Also, if you need any help with your CPT 101 and also with Sam, they can help you up in the I think it's a Titan Learning Center. I think it's not what they call it, and you'll be able to go on there. And they have a couple of CPT 101 tutors up there, and they'd be more than welcome to help. We send students up there all the time. Yeah. So that's saying, just tell basically like you must go through the SAM link in the D2L before you actually get to your assignments. Also, SAM is technology, and technology is known to fail. All right. So what we encourage students to do, especially with their trainings and with their tests, because they will allow you to actually print your scores in a testing center. Well, I would highly recommend either when you complete a training or whatever, either print the score out, or take a picture of it with your phone, so you'll know that we had say, hey, I did this. Saying it's not showing my score, but hey, I know I did it. Here's the proof. And once we get the proof, like, okay, yeah, they did do it. All right, and we can put your grade, in the grade book. because Sam has been known in the past to actually lose grades. So that's why we tell students to do this. Like I said, at the testing center, when you go to print out your test, you can print your test score out. They will allow you to do that. All right. So you shouldn't have any questions. All right. With the testing center actually printing out your test scores. Is that it? All right. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah. So that's it. So that's basically the main nitty gritty of the course syllabus. Now remember, we have 3 parts to our syllabus. All right. This part I just went over here is just the part C. However, you have to answer all the questions on your activity quiz, on your attendance quiz. You have to read all three of them, because I know for a fact it's like I think it's like 2 or 3 questions that I know that does specifically with part B, and I think maybe like 1 or 2 that deal with part A. So, like I said, you'll definitely have to actually go through all of them to actually answer these questions that are actually on that quiz. Sure, I'm gonna save you because I may need you for later. All right, so am I in here? Yeah, okay, good. I'm in Miss Crossy's class. Okay, good. Since I was able to do my attendance quiz, I'm able to have all my access to the entire course. Okay, on here, which is cool. All right. My tools, and yeah, also under course tools, we give you the instructions on how to actually do the backdoor, actually get your backward password and stuff. We also give you access to a ton of stuff. Am I in as an instructor or student? I'm going as a student. All right. All right. Yeah. Also, excuse me. Yeah, technical support, because when you so if you're having issues with Sam, we want to make sure that, and especially like over the weekend, more than likely we as instructors cannot help you. However, you can call these Cengage technical support, and they will help you out. And it's actually down here at the bottom. And but yeah, you can easily either put in the ticket, because we'll have the link for their customer support link in the SAM module that you can actually click on, actually be able to actually make a ticket, or you can actually call them over the phone and help you over the phone. Yeah, so it's not a problem at all. But I highly recommend doing actually, if you need any help with, or have some SAM glitches or whatever, let contact Cengage Support. They will actually give you a actual ticket or service ticket number. Email your instructor, tell them hey, what's going on. I'll put in a ticket, and actually give us the service ticket number, because you may be able to contact Cengage ourselves. It's like, hey, the students had that same issue for the past couple of days. How what's going on? Let's see what's going on. What's going on with it, and try to get resolved. Yeah, so I highly recommend doing that if you have any issues with SAM. Now, if you have an issue with D12, then you can contact our technical support here, and they'll actually fit you. They'll know how to actually handle the D12 stuff. But they don't know too much. Since, like I said, SAM is a third. I think it's a third party, has third party support. You'll be able to have to contact Cengage directly, or the SAM people directly. Yeah, and also you have testing center registration. Yeah, so when you're ready to take your test, you will have to do kind of register for a time to make an appointment. All right. Here you actually just select which ones you want. So for example, I'll click on main campus. All right. And clicking on CPT, CCTC spring courses. Take CPT for computer technology. Then you have a list. You can choose the exam. All right. Now mine, I don't know if they changed it or what, but yeah, but it's going to say like CPT 1 online test one, online test two, so forth. So similar to this one, but it's not going to have your name, not going to have my name on it. All right, should be, because I think they took me out of the system, obviously. All right, but yeah, but it'd be like this right here. You be able to just select the test that you want. So for example, I'm going to say Miss Krosky. I'm doing first test. All right, and choose the date that you want to do it. It even tells you, okay, so right here, they don't they don't have any dates for this, only for the 7th. All times are full for today. Because it's today. But so everything's grayed out. So maybe let's see, everything's grayed out. I know they can't be full all the time. All right, but they actually you'll select your date, and then you will put your name information down, and then they'll send your email saying confirmation saying this is what you this is your appointment time, stuff like that. Then you just once your time is or when your appointment is, you just go to the testing center and take your test. Yeah, so no problem at all. All right. What's that course information? Yeah. Yeah. So Miss Crosky's class, her um, SAM module is actually under course information. However, I have my SAM module on my course. I have it just separately by itself. So I'm go ahead and uh, go ahead and click on SAM. All right. So yeah. So here it is. You'll have the name of your course, and you'll also have the link, the support link. All right. So Ms. Krause calls her a link CPT 101 D40. All right. However, my link is something else. It should be to pull it up. You have to go out as an instructor. Yeah. So I can. Yeah. So mine is called CPT 101 D60 Introduction to Computers. Blah blah blah. And when you click on data, this is the link you'll click on to get your SAM assignments. So and also like I mentioned a little bit earlier, when we first started on I think it was Wednesday. I think no, it was on Thursday. I think it was on Thursday. We had some issues with SAM. So if you're unable to, when you click on the link, if nothing doesn't pop up, or if something doesn't pop up, if something doesn't like the link doesn't work, let us know because it may be some, or if the dates are wrong or something, and or they not correspond with their course schedule. Let us know. Yeah, because like I said, we did have some trouble with it on Thursday, so please let us know. There you go. Well, that's fine. Okay, yeah. So like I said, under the content section, yeah. So this is Ms. Krosky's content section. All right. This is your link. This is where you'll click on, and as well under the SAM project or section, you also have videos that show you how to do the tests. You'll be how to do the types of assignments you'll be doing. I'm going to go over those actually right now. I'll start doing it right now. But just in case you forget and you need to come back. These we have some links right here to videos that can show you how to do it. All right. So when I clicked on my link, I have no idea what it is. Okay, yeah. So I clicked on my link. Let me go in as a. Okay, I'm in student. Okay, cool. Now, when you click on that link for the very first time, it's going to ask you to It's going to ask you to set up. It's going to ask you for a username and password. Um, because you have paid for your SAM access already with this course, we want you when it asks you for your email, type in your My CCTC email account. because that is the account that your information is tied to. Okay, that you paid for already. So put that in there. Do a I think it's do a password. I think they may ask for, I think your date of birth, I believe, and they may ask you for a special have a special or a secret question maybe. But it's very simple. It's very easy, and that is the only time you have to do it. Let's basically make sure you have to make that initial link to your detailed account to Sam. So you only have to do that, make that account only once, and you don't have to remember the password or anything. But just make sure that you do your my CTC email account so you can get that credit for your to able, yes, like I said, because you already paid for it, so make sure you get what you get what you paid for, so here you go. So when you finish your make your account, and it's going to bring you to something like this. So it's going to say, bring you to a calendar. All right. Some students like the calendar view, because it allows you to actually just click on, and it tells you what assignment it is that you need to do. Do I have a green? Do I have a black one? No. I think it has like red circles or black circles, and a little check mark. But it'll tell you pretty much when they're due, when they're available, and when they're due. However, there's some students that actually like to use the activity list. All right, and the activity list gives you a nice vertical, list based on all your assignments, and it seems to be a little bit easier to read. And yet, Sam is a web-based system, and does sometimes take a while for it to come up. Especially when you're taking the test, if you're in the testing center and it's kind of slow, give it a few minutes because it will come up. However, if it's like it's been doing the same thing for the past like 5-10 minutes, then you contact the test partner and like, hey, something's wrong with my Sam. And a lot of times they'll be able to actually fix it. If not, they'll call one of the instructors, and they're like, hey, something's wrong with Sam. Okay, now let me get to my extra course. Let's scroll down and get to it. All right. Yeah, as you can see, I've been doing this for a while. Yeah, this D60. There it is. There it is. Yeah. So that yeah that it yeah. So your grade. So actually, with your with like I said, all of your grades, or not grades, but all of your assignments, they're already open. Only thing you have to do is just do them by their due date, and all the due dates have been set. Yeah, and like I said, these due dates are these due dates and the due dates on your schedule should match. If they don't match, let me know, or let your instructor know, or Ms. Krosky know, and we can actually fix it. Um, like I said, all of the everything's already open, all right, except for, and we have the exams. And if you have some type of special circumstance that you need to take the test early or late, let us know, and we'll allow you to actually take it a little bit early, or a little bit late. That's not a problem. Um, yeah, so like I said, everything's there. Yeah. Also, because like it gets kind of long, you can actually come up here and actually just filter out the types of projects. Yeah, here, the little reading section. This is your ebook, so it's the exact same thing as your physical book. It's just on the screen. It has a couple of features on it, like it can read it to you. Don't leave you out my way. Yeah, to put computer concepts, and I think it even reads it to you. I believe. Yeah, I think it reads it to you. Yeah, and yeah, so basically, so it's there for you. And it has everything, and I think it even has videos in here as well. So we start doing some of the tasks, and you need to know how to do certain tasks. It actually has videos in here that actually show you, okay, this is what you need to, this is how you do that particular task. See what I can find those videos. There it is. Yeah, so run the slideshow. You know. Want to do something?
On the Quick Access toolbar, click the Start from Beginning button.
Yeah. Now, I think it's the same lady who does the training. All right. So, like I said, and that's your ebook. All right. But now, the first thing I want to actually show you your trainings. You should have a assignment if for those of you who have gotten into SAM already. You should have a assignment called Sound Training Demo. All right, and this is just a demonstration to show you, you know, pretty much what your training looks like and how you do your training. Okay. So I'm gonna click on it. You can do your training as many times as you want. You have unlimited attempts on your training. I highly recommend, especially for students. Just you can keep doing it. If it's one particular task that you know can't seem to get or whatever, keep doing. You can do it. Keep doing it over and over again. It works fine. All right. So it tells me, yeah, my do a system check. It should be okay. Yeah. Zoom resolution. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it would actually tell me, wait a minute, your screen resolution is not right. Or I have, yes, I know I'm zoomed in. Yeah, I have my window is zoomed in. I think it's like 133. I'm like, yeah, I know it's not gonna work. Yeah, but like I said, it'll tell you stuff like that. Wait a minute, your system right now is it's not, you can't use SAM right now. You may have some issues using SAM right now. But start. All right. So in this demo, you can maximize the windows. The trainings, they have them in 4 parts. All right. You have an introduction part that tells you pretty much what the task is and what you're about to do and why do you do it. All right. Then you have a observe part that allows you to actually watch. It's like a video. You watch the lady do the task that you're supposed to do. On the practice part, you pretty much you follow along with it. So she does something, she clicks, you click, and so forth. And then on the apply part, this is the part that actually matters. You do it by yourself. Once you hit, in order for you to get credit for that completing that task, you have to complete the apply part. All right. There are many times if it's a task that you know how to do, and you're like, oh, this is easy. I don't need to worry about all that. You can go straight to apply part, do the apply, and then you'll be done. Then you don't have to worry about doing that task. So I recommend don't try to slow yourself. If it's something that you know how to do, don't slow yourself down. Just go ahead and do it. All right. Now you have 3 types of training questions. Here, this is the a training question for the computer concepts training. This is the only time you'll see a training like this, and it's basically the videos. So the intro video just tells you what technology you're learning or whatever, and then the observe part is actually a bunch of smaller videos. The videos are like I think maybe 1 minute long, maybe, and they tell you they get more in depth of the different types of topics. All right. So also up here at the top, you have your task list, which gives you a list of all of the tasks that are actually in the training assignment. For those of you who have Macs, they have Mac shortcuts on here as well as keyboard shortcuts for Windows and Mac. They're up there. All right. Go ahead and close you out. And that's a play button up here. If you want to, you can speed it up. You also have closed caption. The transcript. And if you want to turn her off, you can turn her off. But like I said, you can. There's some things you can control with it. So, the intro part for this one. Where's my sound? I'm not getting sound up. Okay. I did something. Was not just playing a minute ago. Right. So they must be that training. They gotta be that training.
The keyboard is the most commonly used input device for a personal computer.
Well, now
you can use a keyboard to enter letters, numbers, and symbols. Mm-hmm. Other keys, called function keys, let you perform specific functions as you work on the computer.
Yeah, and like I said, it takes you through, different things. And like I said, up here at the top, I have no idea how it comes out showing, but it actually gives you
The navigation keypad has arrow keys for moving up, down, left, and right on a screen or through parts of a screen. It also has home, end, page up, and page down keys for moving to the beginning or end of a screen, document, or file.
Okay, thank you. All right, now, the apply part. For this type, the apply part is, you basically, it's a matching. And you just match them up. And it's going to even tell you when it's wrong. Like, because you can do this multiple times. So, nah. Alright, fine. So, like I said, you can go back and do it as many times as you want. But since I have my task list here, I'm gonna come back to that one later. Now I'm gonna go back to the other types of the tasks, and this is what you'll normally see. You'll see the actual screen that looks just like a old computer or computer desktop, and you'll basically work inside of the screen. So here, yes, the Windows sign in to Windows 10, what you're doing and why you're doing it. Then the observe part, the little movie type deal.
On the welcome screen, click the User 1 icon.
And just clicking it.
Windows displays a text box for entering your password. Type Windows in the text box. Press Enter. Windows displays the desktop.
There it is. Okay. So once you complete a different mode, at the end it asks you which mode you want to go to. So if you want to go to the practice, you can go to the practice. However, if you can go straight to the apply, you can go straight to the apply. And remember, the apply part is the part that matters, because that's the part that actually gives you credit for that particular task or that particular question. For you to be counted toward the end of at the end of your assignment. All right. Now, one thing with SAM is that it will not allow you to leave a question unanswered. All right. So it's very possible you can actually finish all of the tasks, and then all of a sudden it gives you a task you think you finished, and it gives you another task at the end. More than likely, that's because a task you probably not have finished, and it's like I say, it won't leave a question unanswered. So it's gonna keep giving it to you over and over again until you actually answer that question. All right. So let's say, sure, I'm gonna click apply. Like, see, I'm doing it by myself. Like I said, this is the one. This is the one that counts. Sign as one. Hope I can spell Windows this morning. I don't think I did it. I don't think I spelled it right. I did right. All right. Now click on it. Okay. It says now my task is complete, and it moves me over to the next task. And because I did the apply part on this section, if I go to my task list, I can now see I have a little green check mark by and saying I received credit for completing that task. It says minimize the window. Yeah, I'll show you a practice part on this one. Yeah.
On the right side of the settings title bar, click the minimize button.
Ooh.
Windows hides the settings window and displays its button on the taskbar.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I know what she's doing. Okay, now I have to redisplay it. There, yeah. All right, now because remember I skipped the first one, so it brought it back to me at the end. So now, like I said, but it's going to keep giving it to you until you actually answer the question. Keys out of commands. Yeah. Yes. Break. Navigation. Unlock. Yeah. Okay, there you go. And now I have completed all of my tasks are in the training. I should get the box up here saying, you have finished your trainings. Click OK, and now it gives you your score. Now it doesn't give you a score, a percentage score, but it does give you tells you how many tasks you got, and how many you completed. And like I said, you can do this as many times as you want. highly recommend either printing this out, see it gives you a print button, or you can take a picture of it with your take a picture of it with your phone. So just in case something does happen and Sam does lose it, then you'll be able to give us proof saying that you did do it. All right, so we'll go ahead and close that down. All right, and also down here too, you can say it says submitted on the side here, saying I did get submitted. All right. Let's go to my exams now. I'll do an exam demo right now. Now, are there any questions about some stuff I've gone through already? And like I said, please feel free, because I check the chat back and forth. For those of you who came a little late, make sure you put your name in the chat box or the chat, so I can you can get credit for being here today, because this is part of your attendance for the week. And also, if like I said, you have any questions, please, especially with the exam stuff, let me know so we can actually get everything situated, or we can actually answer questions. Okay. Ooh, let me just take a little drink there. All right. Now, for the should have it's called an exam demo. There it is. Sweet. All right. Exam demo pretty much gives you the environment of your exams. All right. So here, it's, of course, it gives us the checklist or check system. Well, but we have two types of questions. All right. You have the task-based questions. They're like your training questions that you have. And you also have multiple choice questions. All right. Now with your training type questions, you get 3 chances on them. Just in case you hit the wrong button or something, whatever. We give you 3 chances. On the multiple choice part, you only get 1. Oh, excuse me. Yes, you only get 1. So, excuse me. I'm gonna click on start here. There you go. Yeah. So here, this is a task-based question. All right. You have to see here, very same kind of layout. You have your task list over here that shows you your task, as well as the MAC help and all that good stuff. Then you have your attempts remaining. So just in case you do, because it will if you don't get one correctly, it will take it away, but it will also ask you if you want to skip it or if you want to try it again. All right. So I'm gonna try to get this one wrong, and also has a time limit up here at the top too. All right. So I can just drag this over so I can show you. Okay, I'm hit submit. Oh, there it goes. So right here. So when you see this screen or this little box up here, that lets you know that you got that question wrong. All right. And like I said, it gives you the answer, gives you the option to either skip the task and go to the next one, or retry the task. And like I said, you can skip the task and it will bring it back to you at the end. So that's not a problem. So I'll just go ahead and see. I'll skip. I'll go to the next task. All right. Make sure. There you go. All right. So like I said, something similar. It looks kind of familiar, right? So in the Windows. What's this? Tab 2. All right. And I click on it. When you see this one, this means you got it right. So if you don't see any of those, it gives you a block, but a little pop-up that comes up, a little window says gives you these other options. If you just see the one with no options, then you got it correct. All right. Now, also since I answered that one and I got it correct, if I come back up here to the task list, it now shows me that question is grayed out, meaning that I cannot go back and actually see that question. Okay, since you already completed it. Yeah, see, I just clicked over here, just for something, and it says, no, you got it wrong. That's why we give you 3 chances. Let's say something like that happens. Okay, fine. Where was it? Minimize and display it all. Okay, yeah. Okay, I got that right. Right? Now multiple choice questions. All right. Like I said, you only get one chance. All right. And make sure you click the save answer button, because the many students who'll just select their answer, then won't click save answer, and they won't get credit for that particular question. So make sure you hit the save answer button when you're finished. Microsoft Founder. Let's go Steve Jobs. Right. So all right, and like I said, it doesn't even tell you. I think that's run. I believe. I think we'll see in a minute. Okay, now and see it brought it back to me. All right. So if I go back to my task list, all of my questions have been answered except for this one, and that's why I brought it back to me. So and also I still had 2 chances on it too. Function key. Represents the division. Cancel many programs. And moving back to the top. Alright. Okay, yeah. Alright. So now, now that I did all of them, and now it says, no, task is complete. No, and now it gives me my answer. It gives me my score. There, yeah. So, and like I said, when you're in the testing center, they will allow you to print this. Okay, so you can actually have a copy of your score, just in case something happens. All right. But like I said, the screen is very similar to the training screen. However, like I said, it gives you you have the limited attempts on the test, as well as you also have a time limit on the test. Now, for your test, you have 80 minutes, or your tests are 80 minutes. However, your final exam is 2 hours. All right. So, like I said, make sure you do your time. Some PEAK students, they do it in, in 10 minutes or whatever. Some of them, that use the whole 80 minutes, which is fine. It's not a problem at all. So I want something to thought of something. I just had something that I wanted to say and completely forgot it. It's like, fine. Alright. Now let's go down to the nitty gritty. Alright. Projects. And the project seems to be the assignment that most students have the most trouble with. There should be one in here called SAM Practice Demo. Yeah. Alright. So, I mentioned earlier that with the projects, Sam is going to give you your directions. It's going to give you a file with your name on it that's just for you, that has a little anti-cheat code and stuff like that's in the background, that's embedded in it. And then you're going to submit it to Sam. Once you finish your assignment, you're going to submit to Sam, and Sam is going to grade your assignment or your project. All right. He grades it actually really quickly, so you can click on it, and usually as soon as you submit it and it says it's good to go, it'll come back with your score. On the practice projects and textbook projects, you get 5 attempts. On the graded projects, you only get 3 attempts. So, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Right, yeah, so this is a typical screen. All right, so you have your instruction file over here on the left side, and you have the file with your name on it on the right side. All right, so they call your work file your start file. That's what they call it. So I'm gonna go ahead and download the instructions. I'm opening them up actually, so I can see what they are. Alright, sweet. I'm gonna open this up. Yeah, and you will from Sam, like when you download download any or open any files from Sam. Because it is from a different net or from a website on the internet, it will give you this enable editing button that you will have to click on so you can actually see the file correctly. All right. Yeah, we know that SAM is a save, so we can click on enable editing. There you go. Yeah, and now you can see it like a regular version. All right. Now I am going to go to go back to SAM, and now I'm going to download or get my start file. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right, so when your files for your, and when you do your textbook projects, it'll be a completely blank file, and all the instructions for the textbook projects are the instructions that are actually in your chapter of your book. All right, so this particular one is completely blank. Your practice projects and your graded projects, they will actually have stuff in it when you open them up. So don't be afraid. It's like, look, that's half the stuff is done for me. It pretty much a lot of the typing is done in there because they don't want you to they just want you to concentrate on the concepts that you learned in that particular chapter or module. They don't want you to do anything else. So that's why a lot of that stuff is actually done for you. So I'm going to go ahead and click on enable editing. And let's see what we have to do. Let's see what we have to do first. That's right, because I have done this a couple times yet. Right, so let's see. So I'm going to go back to my instructions. Yeah. And it tells me, all right, okay, you're going to open the start file. And we have to zoom on this one. I'll zoom bar. That might be too big, but yeah, okay, that might be good. All right. So it tells me, got my download my start file, rename my start file, and this part is very important. When you get your start file, you have to change that number 1 over that's at the end of it. You have to change that to a 2. If it does not change to a 2, SAM will not accept your file, and it will not be able to it will not be able to grade it. All right. So make sure you do your change that 1 to a 2. All right. So I'm gonna do that right now. All right. Yeah, and to make sure you guys see this, I'm gonna use magnifier. All right. Wow. Okay, there you go. All right, there you go. So. Because I have 2 monitors over here. Okay, yeah, okay, I'll do it from right here. And it keeps moving over to the next one. Alright. So I'm going to rename it. I'm going to go to my file tab right here. Yeah. Going to click on my save as file because since I did download it from SAM, it's not going to let you start writing to it until they know it's safe. So I know it's a safe file. No viruses are in it or anything. All right, and I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this on the desktop because I think I have one already in the documents folder. So I'm gonna go to browse. Okay, there you go, and I'm gonna go to desktop. Yeah, I think that might be the same one. Is that the same one? No, it's not. Okay, it's not the same one. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my cursor. I'm going to take all that back stuff out. Look, I had the extra one there. I know why. All right. Now, I this in there. I got to do it. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm just going to take all that stuff out the back. Leave everything. It's well with the underscore, and I'll put a 2 in there. Okay. Yeah, And like I said, this is a very important step because SAM will not accept your file to be graded if you do not do this step. Right. So make sure, and you don't have to put the .docx on the end because it will actually do it automatically. All right. So yeah, since I have a copy of it already on here, I'll say yes. I'm going to replace the file. All right. There you go. Now I can take out take out this magnifier so I can get my screen back. There you go. And actually, I might have to go side by side so I can see my instructions as well as my work on my file. Alright, yeah. Okay, so that was 200. Alright, there you go, alright. It tells me some steps, some stuff I need to know, some good stuff. Alright. Right, now, it starts to the project steps. Alright. Now it tells me what they want me to do. So in this particular step, it wants me to type in the word hello, okay, on the first line. Even on your instructions at the very last page, it gives you a final figure of what your document should look like before you submit it. Oh, yeah, before you submit it. However, just the sake so I can actually show you guys what a report looks like, I'm going to type in, there you go. I'm going to type in hello world. Yeah. Like a misspelled word too. Alright. Hello world. Alright. So now I'm going to save my file. It'll be at the top. Alright. And now I'm going to go back to SAM. Yeah. And if you close out, your SAM window, it will automatically bring up after you download your file. When you go back to it, it actually come up with this screen right here. All right, and this screen right here is where you will go to submit your file. All right. So let's see if they let me do it today. We'll bring it up. You can click on it, or you can drag it over. Okay, yay! All right, so let me do it today. All right, so I go search my file. I'll search for my file. I'm gonna put it on desktop. There it is. Okay. All right. Got my check mark. Make sure I'm like, yeah, that's the file I wanted. Yeah, that's the name I wanted. All right. Now I can click on submit. It's like, yay! I got my check marks. Yay! All right. Now I can come down here to where it says view report to view my reports. All right. All right. And this is how, and on the reports, this is your grade. This is how you see your grade when you got on your project. So I'm gonna open that up really quickly. And it tells me, no, you did not do what we said we're gonna do. All right, so actually, me enable editing. All right, there you go. So at the top has my name on it, what submission it is, my score, and it goes step by step. And if whatever errors that you have in that step, it actually tells you what they are, so you can go back and correct them. So it says here, check with typos. Yeah, because SAM will, if it's not exactly what it's expecting, it will count it wrong. So if you have an extra space, a misspelled word, it will count it wrong. So scroll down here, and even down at the bottom, it shows me my file that I submitted, and also says, okay, in this area right here, I click on it. In this area right here, this is where that error was. So you'll know. Okay, like say, okay, I'm going to know what, I think I know what I'm doing now. Okay, so now I can go back. So I'm going to close out my report here, because when you go to make your corrections, you do not have to redo the whole entire file again. or the assignment again. All you have to do is just go to the file that you submitted, the original file, and make the corrections on that file. All right. So mine was, what's that? It was just hello. I'm gonna type in hello. Oops. There you go. Now I'm typing hello. Now I'm going to save it. Alright. Now I am going to go. Now, and that even gives me a resubmit button. Like I said, if you close your SAM down, you may have to open it back up, and it will actually give you the resubmit file or the submission box again. Right. So I'm gonna click on there. Okay. Make sure I got everything right. Okay. Yeah, got my stuff. All right. Now I can view my second report for my second attempt or submission. Click on that. Yay! So now you see, there you go. Yeah, it's nice. See, I have my square at the top, and even tells me, okay, yeah, it tells you, okay, put a check mark. That step you did get correct. All right. So, like I said, and even down here at the bottom, even has your name down at the bottom. Make sure that you know it's for you. So like I said, this is doing the projects. It seems like it's a little tedious, but you would do enough projects this semester to pretty much know how to do them throughout. Do them before the end of the semester. But like I said, one of the main things you have to remember when you're doing your projects is to make sure you rename your file name and change that 1 to a 2. If you do not do that, like I said, SAM will not take your file. All right. Let's see what else. And also being making sure you actually do all your work on your original file. Sometimes we'll have students who will get their project or get their report, and they'll see they have some errors they have to correct. They will actually start correcting them on the actual report. Because like I said, down here, right here, it has my actual file down here. You can actually start making the corrections on this file and don't realize that you're actually not making your corrections in the correct file. So what I highly recommend is once you get your report, either print your report out or close out your report. Say no, I don't want to do anything. All right, and go back to your original document. So this is my original document here. And so if I need to make any changes, I can make the changes right here, and it'll be okay. Okay. Yeah. So any questions on the project part? I see like some numbers seems to be like opening and dropping or whatever, so we'll probably have a few coming in. But like I've been telling, since this is a required attendance assignment, I guess you can call it, please put your name in the chat box, so when so I can get credit for being here. You need to get credit for something, You're gonna come in on Saturday morning. But yeah, so make sure you actually put your name in there so you can get credit for coming. Okay. Now, I want to show you also, if you want to, it says view your reports. Okay, thank you. All right, so let's say close. All right. Now, let's say you want to go back and see your assignment from. Okay, cool, thank you. Say I want to go to find out what my report was again. All right. So I can click on reports up here, and it'll actually show me, my reports. How That was not sure. I definitely for training. Oh yeah, right here. There it is. There it is. Yeah. So, so it shows me all my reports for the assignments that I've done. Now, we do not give out the reports for the exams. However, if you want to see what you missed on a particular exam, let one of us know and your instructor know, and we can actually show it to you. Yeah, that's not a problem at all. I'll just come by. We send an email saying, "Oh, can I come by? I would like to see what I missed on this, particular exam." And I'm sure we'll let you do it. That's no problem. But as you can see here, then you have all of reports. So like I said, you want to come back and see your reports. You can come back and you can go back and get those reports that for your projects. Show me my very first one. Yeah, my very first one. Yeah, so you can come back to them. You can also see they also have one for the training as well. Now on this report, I don't know why they didn't do it on the actual little I'll say block, but little window. But up here, it actually gives you on your training report. It actually gives you a percentage sign, your percentage score. So it actually tells you like what you did, if you did completed, what you did right, so forth. But so if you want to know exactly what your percentage score is, you can just come here to your for your training. You just come here to your reports and you'll be able to see it. All right. Say anything else? Oh, also, the way that we have D12 and SAM set up, when you complete an assignment, your grade for that assignment should automatically go to your D12 grade book. All right. So for example, if I just completed my project and I got my score, then it should automatically go over to D12 grade book, and you should see your grades as it starts to populate. Now, if you do something and you don't see your score within maybe like 48 hours, let one of us know, because maybe something that we have to do on our end, like push it over or something, or get a little nudge, so it can actually go over on the side there. But yeah, but it should, all the scores should pop over. Like I said, you do have 2 assignments that are done in D12, the file management project and the midterm analysis project. Oh, I think it's great. I think it's training. I think it is. And so basically, those we have to actually grade by hand. However, all the rest of the stuff that's in SAM, they're graded through SAM, and the scores are actually auto populated into the grade book. Okay, so let me see. I don't think I. No, so you have your grades and attendance up here as well. Yeah. So, are there any questions? I know. What time is it? Like an hour 39. All right. So basically, that is highly recommend for you. If you have any questions, contact your instructor. For students in my course, in Miss McGaney's course, I actually have my door schedule actually on. I think it's under schedule. I got it in here. Well, I have my door schedule. It should be in here. I have my door schedule in here. Really? Oh, this is hers. I'm telling you, that's not my course. I'm like, what? Okay. Yeah, so I have my actual door schedule in my class or set up. And so if you need to get in contact with me in any way, it's right the schedule. There it is. Yeah, so it's under course information. Yeah, you can get it right here from instructor schedule. There you go. And like I said, this is my schedule I actually have on my door. So if you want to, I have my information on here, my contact information, my office number, where my office is located, and also my email address. All right. and you can see all my office hours when I have class or whatever. So if you want to come to my office, you'll know when I'll be available. All right. So if you want to go about come to my office, make sure I'm there in my office. You can come check it here first. Okay, she'll be in her office during this time, and I can come talk to her. Yeah. So yeah. Please feel free. Just because this is an online course, feel free to don't be to reach out, especially either any one of us. Miss Krosky, she loves interacting with her students, and so do I. So like I said, because you're not actually face to face, make sure we definitely keep in constant contact, and we will give you we respond to your emails. Yeah, if it's not 24 hours, it should be more. I try to do mine within 24 hours, but I think they tell us, I think it's tell them 48 hours. But like I said, you definitely will just send us an email. Make sure we can keep that line of corporation, line of communication open. All right. So, are there any questions before I let everybody go? All right. Yeah. So like I said, I'll be once I turn off the stream. I will be still. You can still chat. I'll be still here for a little while. It can still actually say something or answer a question or whatever in chat box, and I'll be able to answer a question. That's no problem. All right. Well, in that case, then, thank you so much for coming this morning, almost afternoon. We were able to get I hope I didn't overwhelm you guys with that information. It's good information, and it will help you. I don't say survive, help you get through the course as hopefully as less without any problems. All right. Well, I will see you guys hopefully in email in my inbox. Yeah, but I'll talk to you guys later. Okay. Bye bye.